Mic check. Mic check. Hey, is this thing on?
It better be, because it's time for Talkin' Real with Jay and Shay, right here on Love 860 WAEC. Now, you can definitely tell who is who. See, Shay, she's the smart one. And Jay, well, he's the one that always has his lip stuck out.
This is not gonna go well for you, bro.
Call in live with your comments and questions, 404-355-8699. That's 404-355-8699. Now, let's talk real with Jay and Shay.
Jay.
And I'm Shay.
And Lord knows, bless y'all for dealing with her tonight.
Really?
Well, I got to say that because, again, I know you're going to bring some enlightening, great things because you're just an inspirational person.
Lies, you tell.
I tell you,
lies.
but it sounded good, though. And it wasn't lies because you are a very positive person. So you can't say I'm lying. Tell me you're not. Tell me you're not. Yeah, I called you out.
See, this is what happens.
What's my name?
This is what happens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll say
Can't
your
say
name
nothing.
now.
Can't say
I'll
nothing.
say your name.
What's my name? What's my name?
I say your name.
Can't say nothing, but I do appreciate the fact that you made it here on time as always.
Really? You said that like I'm late. I ain't never late.
I was
bird.
referring to C. Davis.
Oh.
Did I call him out? Oh, I'm sorry.
C. Davis.
Our
I had
comedian.
nothing to do with that, C. Davis.
C. Davis.
I think this is our last week missing C. Davis.
He'll
if
be
you
back.
out
He'll be
there,
back.
give us a call, C. Davis. We miss you. I think he been out there hustling.
You know something? That's the good thing about having a professional comedian because, again, he got to go out there.
He wants it.
And work hard. And we miss him.
All right.
And whenever he make it back, it's going to make it that much better. But until then.
Do you think he's trying to avoid that weigh-in? Because, the weigh-in coming up soon.
I don't know if it's either that or he just avoiding you. Because ever since I made him my bodyguard, he's been missing the action.
Really?
I've been telling you need that buffer.
You know
that
what?
Buffer.
Let's go back. How was your week? I mean, not how was your week, because I've seen you all week. How was your day?
Hold on.
How was your day?
Did you?
How's your day?
I had a very interesting day because of the plane crash here in Atlanta. It caused the highway to shut down and caused a lot of drama. But I tell you all the time, amongst the drama, I just love coming here. Because, again, when I get here, I get excited. So my day was a little chaotic, and there was a lot of chaoticness for a lot of people in Atlanta. So, again, to everybody that got caught up in that, woo! Sorry for you, because, again, they couldn't give good directioning on what way people should go, and it shut a lot of things down. But I noticed we got by. So just like anything else in life, it's going to be all right.
You're right. A lot of people were affected by this because Friday traffic in Atlanta is already, Jesus help us. So to have a plane fly across the freeway and fall out the sky, and prayers and condolences go to the family members who lost their loved one in that plane crash. I mean, I just teared up. I mean, I was over at Chamblee High School. Shout out to Chamblee High School. I was over there helping the students. Don't you say a word. I was over there helping them with their
helping
AP
the young men.
testing.
I'm just saying, all y'all young men out there, I feel you.
I was not helping the young men. Although there were some young men there who were being mentored.
By you?
No.
You took the time?
No.
You
I was helping with AP testing. But nonetheless, that is
you got some numbers?
No.
I'm just saying. Kruger.
Let me get Daisy on because you starting to get on my nerves.
Betsy. We already know you love them young.
The only thing I like, no. Only thing next to me young is you, 6 months. But anyway, nonetheless.
Did you just say
Did
that,
you
really?
even ask me how my day was while you was doing all that?
I mean, you just choked me up just a second ago, really?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Shay, how was your day?
How
was your money together? I'm just picking. Shay, how was your day?
I just told you I was at the school, which was right by the accident.
That's why I didn't ask you your day, because you tell it anyway. You don't start talking.
You know what?
What? Everybody know your
I
day.
just told you I was over there with
you
the
tell
children.
us a whole lot all the time. You don't sum it up, girl. Summary. First 5 minutes.
The summary is I see planes flying over there all the time, and I'm a little leery, especially because they do fly kind of low over there. But nonetheless, to know that any of us could have been on that highway when that plane came down. So
That's true.
unfortunately, we lost 4 lives of the people who were in the plane. But God, that other cars were not hit. They were able to get out the way and not be injured in that terrible crash.
Always a loss of life is always saddening.
Period.
So again, and then for a plane to come on a highway, that is.
And then
And
I lost someone very special to me yesterday.
Coach from your school, yes.
Coach Teddy Carter from Chamblee High School is a legend at Chamblee High School. It's really difficult to walk in the building and realize my friend is not there.
I will say I did meet him with you, and
He was an amazing.
I had a nice
guy.
conversation with him, and it's really sad it'll be the last conversation I have with him. But the one thing I love about good spiritual men is we had a conversation that will always be with me for a long time. So I would say he's a very strong man that I can call a hero today, just from the testimony and the small amount of time that I had with him. So the saddest thing is I wasn't able to get more from him, but he gave me a little bit of something in a short amount of time. And sometimes that's what it takes. And he just met me when we got together. So when we got together and we had that small talk, who would have ever thought that would have been the last talk I had with him? So again, it's sad to hear that he's gone, but I would like to say he left me with a memory.
Well, he left me with many memories and many conversations. And my daughter's probably going to really kill me if I share this story about her freshman year. But hopefully she's working right now and she
gonna
won't
kill you
hear
anyway.
this.
You a snitch. You tell everything. You don't hold water. You a Teletubby.
But Coach was the kind of person who really loved Chamblee. He loved the kids, and the kids thought he was hard on them because he disciplined them. And so they thought, oh my God, he's always in our business. He's always trying to keep us on track. Why don't he just go somewhere? He was that dude that would in 1 minute discipline you, but in the next minute make sure you got to college. And he didn't care who you were. He believed that anybody could go to college, whether they had a 4.0 or a 1.0. He would make sure that he could do whatever he could do. Even the kids who were barely just making it on in, he made sure he got money for them to go to college. Not only when they got there, he'd go to the college, go visit them, go see their games. I mean, he was a true testament of what it means to be a true man. Like, he was a man. And he would spank your tail, basically, in discipline in the first end. And then on the second end, hold you up and mentor you and tell you you are and you can do anything. So I live my life every day as if I died. Would it even matter that I lived? That's why I'm out in my community. That's why I care about the students. That's why I care about my people. And I want to encourage those people to live their life because life is short. And I realize the more we get, the older we get, we're going to keep continually losing people. However, when I get up every day, does it matter that I live? When they put me in that ground and my body is gone, but my spirit is still here, will it matter? Will people even think that my life mattered? And Coach Carter, his life mattered. He laid an impact on the teachers, the staff, the principal, and the students of both Chamblee and South Carolina State. And he will forever be missed in our hearts and in our lives. I can't imagine it. But what the thing is, his life mattered, period. It wasn't about shaking up nothing, doing nothing, seeking nothing. He was about people. He really loved and cared for people. So, Teddy Carter, this is to you, man. Rest in peace. We love you, man. I know you're out there looking over us. And like I said, my child will probably kill me, but, you know, she's one of those kids that everybody kind of ran to because she was so cute and adorable and everything. They thought she would do nothing, but somebody kind of grabbed her tail. I'm not going to mention the student grabbed her behind at the time, and she threw them into the locker because, you know, she didn't want nobody touching her behind. And Coach Carter and assistant principal Clink Scales at the time, they looked at her like, this is our baby child. Can't believe she just hi-ya'd this boy and threw him into the locker. But one thing was, he was fair. Even though he loved and cared for Lexi, he disciplined her. He said, you're going to be suspended just like everybody else. Not that your mama is here at the school every day. We don't care about that.
Yeah, stop
You're
it.
going to be disciplined. And then he mentored her and told her how to take care of herself as a male. Because I was single, didn't really have a father figure. So he talked to her. Hey, you were right for kicking him in the tail. However, this is the best way you can handle it. So, Lexi, I love you, but I'm sorry. I had to tell that story.
Yeah. Mama can't hold water. But one of the things I did put out there when you put the post out, he was a true hero.
He was.
And I really felt that way, and I had to put that out there. And I know a lot of people would be like, wait a minute, he ain't even known him long. It doesn't take the fact that you've known him for years to know he's a true hero. Mm-hmm. Just in with the testimony of what you told me, I knew of some of that already. But the best thing is I knew enough to know a good man.
Amen. That was definitely a case. And I don't want to be remiss. We do have a guest in the building.
You was very remiss. I mean, you just forgot all about it. You didn't pay
not
attention when
at
she
all.
walked through the door in the first place. You just got all on you. I mean, first whole segment of the show, Shay.
No, I wanted to give him his due because that
You did.
man deserved every bit of that 5
I would
minutes
like
I
to
just
say
gave to him.
he deserved a lot more than that.
I agree.
So I'll never want to disrespect that. I mean, to him, kudos.
Absolutely.
But to our guest, she do need to apologize to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she's fine.
This woman right here has walked with me since I walked in her office by accident, but God makes no mistakes. There is no accidents.
Absolutely.
I walked in her office at Kennesaw State as a just not knowing what the heck I was doing. And
Yes, Jesus.
she literally has walked with me along the way the rest of my and encouraged me and advised me as the right ways to go when everybody else was saying, oh, you need to, as a black student older, you need to do this. And she was like, no, boo-boo, you're going to go on this track. Because sometimes people tend to put you in a box based on what they think you can do. As an older student, non-traditional student coming in, they kind of say, oh, you should probably be over here to this. And she gave me the truth. And she coached me into where I'm headed now. And then when she saw me kind of veering off into what I thought was going to be forensic psychology, she was like, no, ma'am, this is your story. You need to head in this direction. Because sometimes people can see more in you than you can see in yourself.
I'm going to have to get her number. I'm going to have to let her know she needs.
She's there. She's there.
We're going to make sure it is afterwards.
You know what? But anyway,
But
we
not
want
to say this is a
welcome-
first time guest now.
Right. This is her.
This
she's
is a
been here
person
couple
that made a
times.
great impact before.
Yes.
Like coach that got meaning. I mean, when she come on the mic, now I'm telling you right now, I'm proud to have you here.
Right.
Definitely.
And
but I'm
people-
going to let Shay introduce you since she ignored you.
I did not. And people really gave us great feedback both on Facebook and we got calls saying, what was her
Yes.
number again? What was her website again? So just
Can you get to her name? I mean, because we're about to go to commercial at the rate you know.
you know what? This is that.
I'm just saying.
You know,
Think
our
about that
producer
a minute.
told us to behave with our language tonight.
Our
so
language
I'm
ain't
not
bad.
going to let you have what I was about to say. But
Hey,
tonight, boy.
Can I get it in English?
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I don't know
my
if that was
friend,
Ebonics. I don't know if that was Latin
whatever.
or whatever it was. I definitely ain't understanding it.
My
What now?
friend, life coach Kismet Tension. Chop, 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 chop. But her website
No, what I
is
tell you?
Kismet.
What I tell you about that butt?
But-
When you put butt, it refutes everything you say. Before you say.
However,
There you go.
her website is
Oh,
kizimats.school. Kismet.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so glad to be here tonight.
We're so glad to have you.
I truly enjoy hanging out with you guys.
She's just looking at us like we had a crazy bunch.
You
But
know something? That's
Y'all
good
are a
thing.
breath of fresh air. You really are.
I'm proud of the fact you feel that I feel that you are
See?
too. You are good. I didn't say it.
you
I was
know what?
behaving.
Okay, for our new listeners, this is Talking Real with the Jay and Shay Show.
See.
And this man over here, let me
Hello.
tell you something.
What you gonna tell me? Help me.
We talk about real
me.
relationships and love and just
we talk about all
everything.
of it. All real. Keep
But
it
this one
100.
right here, let me tell you something.
Tell me about this one right here.
This one right here.
Tell me about me.
I'm glad Kismet is here because
You know something?
I
You remind me of
swear.
that person that want to fight and always get that person in between,
Uh-huh.
and they throw their hands
any
up like
other
they're gonna do
time
something.
you have C.
can't
Davis.
fight. You can't fight
Any other time you have C. Davis, but
because you can't fight.
we're going to give the subject so that our callers can call in, because I think our producer's telling us we're about to go to commercial already. But Kismet, talk a little bit about yourself real quick before we give the subject.
Okay. Well, I'm a certified life coach, and I really just enjoy making a difference in the lives of my clients and really anyone that I come in contact with daily. I mean, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I ask is, who can I serve today? And it sets the tone for my day, and it never fails. There's always someone that I will come in contact with somewhere that I'm able to just pour into their life. Yep, that's me.
You know, something that's wonderful. And what I like about you is when I met you, the happiness that just vibrates from you. I mean, anybody that, like I was telling you off air, that is already happy, it magnetically gravitates once you understand happiness. Mm-hmm. And like you asked me, what's your definition? So again, not to go too deep into our conversation, because Miss Nosy over here, you know, she want to know everything. People need to realize when you have a person like you around, that's why you bring the best out of them, because of that happiness that you just shine off of you. I just want you to know it radiates, and it's nice. It's a great thing.
Thank you so much.
Now, Shay, you radiate a whole lot of mouth. Now, I'm just understanding why you got to talk so much. I mean, can you just hold
That's my job, because
something in.
For some reason, the Lord saw fit that I had to be put with you.
Man, the Lord told me that's why he gave me little ears, because he's like, listen, you're going to run across some things, you're going to hear a little too much. I didn't know what that meant till I met Shay Shay.
You know what? All I'm going to say is only the Lord. Only the Lord knows.
Yes.
Don't
say nothing bad against my Lord.
Only the
my Lord and Savior. Don't you go there.
Only the Lord has said.
Can we get to what we need to be talking about? She about to go to sleep. I told you she was radiant. She's like, her hair even going to sleep. It's like laying down. What the problem is?
Our topic is, because it is Mother's Day weekend, we want to honor the women.
Yes.
And we want to give them something that pretty much, as we've all heard, a lot of them are needing here in Atlanta. And that is how to be found by a good man. Mm-hmm. And once he finds you, how to keep him.
Oh, this is going to be.
Oh,
we got to go commercial on this, because I need some people to call in.
404-355-8699. Be sure to call in and tell us what you think about being found by a good man, and once he's found, what do you do to keep him?
Yeah, we need to put this in a webinar. This
right
here, this that good stuff.
Yes.
Y'all trying to bring it tonight. All right, we're gonna go to break real quick, and we're gonna come back, because I know y'all need a break, because Shay, I understand.
Really? It's like that?
Yeah, it's okay. I got a water right here.
And for those of you who are listening to our show and do not know how to get in touch with us,
where and when?
The JayandShayShow.com. That's JayShay.com. Reach us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Stumbled Upon, Tumblr, all that.
Just fall down.
But we'll be right back.
Just fall into the show.
Whatever.
It's for the imperfect, y'all.
We'll be right back.
What's happening, baby? I sell Brazilian hair's the place to be if you looking for top of the line quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I sell Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand, so you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches, and anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite beat. Or call us at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I sell Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good.
Rates rising? Tired of being pushed around by your provider? It's time to push back. Cut the cable and get Dish installed with absolutely no equipment to buy. Here's the best part. Packages start at just $19.99 a month for an entire year. That's right. Call now and get Dish installed free. Plus HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and Stars free for 3 months. If you call in right now, Dish will also throw in free HD for life. PMG Dish, a Dish authorized retailer, is waiting for your call and can have you watching TV as soon as tomorrow. Call 800-391-7962. Imagine all your favorite movies, sports, and shows in crystal clear digital quality for far less money, and you won't have to deal with the cable company anymore. At only $19.99 per month, they're practically giving it away. Call now for full details. Call 800-391-7962. That's 800-391-7962. Again, 800-391-7962. Limited time offer for prices, packages, and programming subject to change without notice. 24-month agreement required. Cancellation fees, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. Call for details.
You are listening to Atlanta's all-new inspirational talk radio, Love 860 WAEC. Online at love860.com.
Hey!
What y'all know about that?
Perfect timing.
Check it out.
Hey.
Flashback Friday, again tonight, Copacabana, 4073 La Vista Road. Now again, come out.
Copacabana, what's that? What's that?
You don't know nothing about it?
What's that Copacabana? What that mean?
Nice new club.
It's
There's
not
going
a club.
on tonight, 10 o'clock.
It's not a club.
It's club tonight.
Where it
Oh,
is?
it's going to be a club tonight. If you go ahead of time, it is. It's a restaurant.
restaurant.
But converts into a club at 10 o'clock.
And the food
It's
is
awesome.
amazing. Okay, let me
I'm
tell you
just
something,
saying.
men. If you're listening and you want a nice, fun date for cheap, this is it.
Why I got to be for cheap? I mean, you
I'm just
really,
saying.
you making us look real bad.
I'm just
right
saying.
there.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
saying the food.
I don't even
is
like
so,
how you put that.
What I'm saying
Why
is
can't
the
you just
food-
say it's inexpensive?
inexpensive.
You know, try to make it like,
I'm
elegant.
just saying the food is
Elite.
good and inexpensive. But wait till
So
they
in other words,
figure
you're saying all you broke brothers need to go on.
No, I'm
See,
just
that's
saying.
not right.
No, they just say that we ladies are expensive, and y'all always trying to spend a lot of money on us. But if you can go
in other
eat
words,
something and shake your tail and play cards all at one time, I mean, Jay, I ain't telling your business now,
Well,
but
you-
because
you-
you were doing your little thing last week at the Copacabana.
Yeah, you
But I'ma
sound
tell
like
you
you're about to
this.
snitch again.
I'm about to snitch.
You know you're known for it.
But Jay ordered 3 sets of entrees. He probably had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 beers and 3 other drinks, and it was $40.
I mean, the main
Entrees,
The
3
the main thing
entrees,
is
and
why she got to put my business out there? You know,
8 drinks.
and how much I spent.
lot of food.
But what I'm saying is,
But
it was
I ain't even-
$40,
I didn't even buy for me.
and that's what I'm saying.
bought
He's
for
so
other
generous.
people.
He was buying for other people,
I'm
including me.
kind-hearted.
But it was $40.
But I ain't need her to snitch.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to give a great
Now-
example, a real true.
Now they're gonna be waiting for me out the club.
Yeah.
I know Jake.
Whole time
Jake
out.
be drinking.
Just understand
He be drinking.
that he ain't
He be
buying
drinking.
a bunch of drinks for a whole bunch of women. You got it?
Hold on. Oh,
That's
you
all.
know. So now you want to move your head when you're
No,
over there
I'm just
snitching.
saying. 'Cause some little girl want to
See, life coach.
twerking and whatnot on the floor.
See, now she even talking
ain't
about
even
what
know.
happened. Can you teach a girl how to hold
Okay.
something in?
All right,
Okay,
fine.
something.
I'm going to be
That's
quiet
therapy.
now.
That's therapy.
Yeah, I know. A whole lot of sitting on the couch because that one need help.
Anyway,
Woo.
what it do?
We gonna need some callers in here on your topic because I think your topic is a good topic, Mother's Day topic. But I'm curious on this one. My ears is open. Let me tell you, I'm ready to take the headset off. I'm trying to find out myself because it sounds like y'all about to give a recipe that a lot of people like to hear. And I guess my guest should be the first one to give me a little insight.
Well, I thought it was a really good topic. And then when you see how to be found by a good man, that means you can't be lost.
Ooh, did she go there? See, you wrong for that, but I
So
like
if
that.
you lost and out there and confused and you don't have direction, don't know where you're going and coming, who's going to find you?
Another lost person.
Usually,
And that's why we got problems.
right, in toxic relationships.
Ooh. See,
But
I
I
didn't
think-
want to go there, but
yeah.
I like that. But it's a conversation.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, think about it. You got to be, you have to know who you are first.
That is true.
You have to know where you're going first. Because if not, you'll accept anyone that comes and opens your door or buys you dinner, you know. And if you knew who you were, then you would have saw them coming a mile away and realized, no, that's not for me. No, I'm going north. He's going south, and we trying to no. So I think you have to check inwardly first. What you think, Shay?
No, you know, Shay, normally she talkative.
Hey, I'm looking at the posts of the people who are already.
You need help.
No. I'm looking at the posts of the people who are responding to us. The wonderful thing is they talk to us on the blogs.
But you ain't saying that.
They're loving the topic, and they said they're all ears.
I can tell.
They said they don't want to call in because they don't want their voice heard.
Why? No need to be scared. This is nothing to be scared about because this is something to be talked about for we can get past some hurtful things that we've been through. To see if we can get some better reflection. That's why we was coming to you, Shay Shay.
Well, this is my thing. A lot of us are so busy on the hunt. We are looking out there. We're going out. Like I told you guys before, I used to go out all the time, and I wasn't interested in finding nobody. I just wanted to go out and enjoy myself.
Shake your tail feathers.
Shake my tail feathers because I love to dance. That's my thing. I love to dance. So I wasn't looking to be found. Matter of fact, I probably had my antennas on, do not touch me, do not come near me, go on about your business, because I'm not interested tone. And so when you send off those vibes, that's what's going to happen. But if you are looking desperate, you got all your stuff out, your top is down below, your pants are up, you got on booty shorts, you're going to find something. And he's going to find something, but is he really going to find a good man? We wonder why we keep finding, or people keep finding us who aren't good, who are
Yeah. We know you was about to go ratchet there. We heard that.
What I'm saying is, who are I'm not saying that word. Who are gentlemen who are not necessarily marriage material. How about that?
I'm understanding.
One-nighters.
One-nighters.
Why I gotta be? See, there y'all go.
Okay, like
they might not be worth one night.
Like for
y'all giving them the most.
For instance, they might not be, but most times, women that I talk to that even are on the blog or they call us and ask for advice, a lot of times they're just so tired of waiting to be found that they just accept anything, or they accept. They think they're being found, and they just think potentially this is the one, and they just settle because before they let their, list down, because a lot of us have our ideal man in our head, and we're like, oh, well, I want him to be 6 feet tall, and this, that, and the other, and I want him to do this, and I want him to do that, and I want him to open my door, and I want him to could bring this horse and carriage and the white picket fence, and I want to have those 2 babies and a half, and I just
how you get a half?
Because you have one in bun in the oven.
Oh, that's what a half is. Yeah, y'all want the most.
Yes. So you have your ideal, and most times people don't realize it, but it may be their father. If they have a good father in their life, a lot of times the man that you're looking for resembles your father or resembles your brother. You'll look up and you're like, wait a minute, he look like my daddy. Because if your daddy was a good daddy or a good father, sometimes that you said, I want a guy just like my daddy, or something to that effect, or who treats me like that. But a lot of times we have these lists developed in our head, and then when we find out we're still single, 2 years, we finished college, we've got our master's, now we got our doctorate, we still rolling to the office. We've got a great job. We're going out. We're going to plays, and we're still single. We're still going back to the house, taking a little nightcap to put ourselves to sleep, watching TV all night long because we're lonely. So at some point we say, okay, well, maybe I can go back to my list and I'll scratch this off. Maybe he don't have to treat me well.
Sound like settling.
Maybe he don't have to be 6 feet tall. Maybe he could be 5.9. Maybe he don't have to have a car. Maybe we can build something together so I can find him at the bus stop and it's okay. I'll bring him along and, fix him up. And, you start doubting your list.
Yes.
When I fully believe in the law of attraction. I fully believe in God having your Boaz based on what he knows, and he may be still working on your Boaz. So he has your Boaz over here, and that Boaz might be doing some things that's not necessarily the correct way, and so he's still working on it. He's still molding. He's still shading them. But we've got a guy over here, and we're tired of waiting on our Boaz to find us. So we just go over here and settle for the half of a glass of water until our Boaz comes. And we give our body to this half of a man. We give our spirit, we give our mind to this half of a man. Meanwhile, the left has our Boaz over here fully getting prepared. The Lord is building him from the bottom to the top. And he's preparing him to be your Boaz, but you're still over here working with this half a glass of man.
Wow.
So while you're working with this half a glass of man and your Boaz is being built, you've got your mind and your ideal set on this half a glass. You can't be found because you've settled for the half a man, and your mind and your body and your spirit is over here with the half a glass of man that God didn't prepare for you.
Wow.
I'm gonna say
Bam.
that's different. I like it, but just as well, I can also tell you, as he's preparing that man for you, as you can say, you also understand you need to be prepared yourself, because a lot of times you get so consumed in yourself and you ready for the Lord to deliver you that perfect person. You need to self-reflect about yourself, because if you're not right and you ain't got spiritually in tune yourself, then why would he even come to you? Because again, you're not giving that kind of chemistry off, and you want that particular thing in your life. So I'll always say, as you wait, get tight. Get tight with the word. Understand what you're waiting on and how you can get tighter with him. Because again, it's like when I was talking to you about your happiness. When you get tight, it's not like a wait no longer, because I'm happy before I even get him. And that's what brings a person to you, your happiness, not for the wait, for having that relationship with him. And a lot of times, like I was hearing with Shay, is I'm just waiting for that man, that one that God may understand. But during that wait, it's a process.
Right.
And it's more than just waiting on him to get that man right. You got to get yourself.
Well, no doubt.
So you can respect what he's going to allow you to have, because without that, you can't keep.
I don't disagree with you in that reference.
I
what
can
I'm
tell
saying
that's the way you just cut on up in there right now.
No, I'm just saying what I am agreeing with is, okay, I agree with that, but what I'm pressing forward is we spend so much time on that half a bottle of man and pouring into him and pouring into that we can't even be found.
Right.
That's what I'm saying is we're waiting and developing and allowing the Lord to work in us and fix us, because we're not perfect either. However, I think that we spend so much time, because women, see, y'all can hit it and quit it and not put no emotion in it, not put no time in it. It don't matter what you texting them and 15 other women at the same time. So there's no time being put into that one woman.
Is you snitching again? It sounds like you snitching.
No.
It sounds like she's snitching.
I'm just telling the truth.
She's giving truth.
You guys, no, you guys can hit it again. I talked to a guy this week who told me, yes, I talked to 7 women at one time.
So again, you telling everything you hear.
No. I'm saying I talked to a guy who said I'm talking to 7 women at a time, and in that I based them on what's going on with their cycle. So if one is not available because of her cycle, he got another one who ain't on her cycle. Then, so he's taking his time with 7 different men, hitting it. 7 different women hitting it and quitting.
Thank you for clearing that up.
And we are over here not knowing about the 6 other women that he has in his life. And we're spending our time thinking we're grooming and we're preparing ourselves for that half a glass of man who's not our Boaz.
You know what? Can I say something?
Okay.
Yes, please do.
You hit it when you start talking about loneliness, and I think we need to redefine loneliness, because sometimes loneliness is preparation. But we get so caught up in just that word of loneliness, not realizing that's your time when you need to be building yourself up so that you can be everything that your Boaz needs. as he's in preparation, you need to be in preparation too. So
Absolutely.
what happens is because you're lonely, you end up taking that one-nighter and making him a lifer when he should have never been a lifer.
He should have been a one-nighter.
And like Shay said, you start taking things off your list.
Right.
Just the list just keeps getting shortened and shortened because you're trying to make your one-nighter be on the list. Mm-hmm. So next thing you know, right, your list is completely just him.
And guess what?
And you're miserable and it's awful. And
guess what? His list, your Boaz list for his wife to be, it never changes. He know what he wants. He know what he wants in a woman who he's going to take home to his wife, to his mother, to his parents, to his family. He already knows. He knows if that is the one.
Yeah.
Men know, and their list don't change. This is the thing is, we are so busy adjusting our list, but they never adjust theirs. They're not going to take the one that's twerking and dirking and doing all this stuff. They're not going to take that one home. They will have fun with you, enjoy you, but you will never get on their list. Whereas we will take our list and go, well, maybe that one night he was really great. And, now he sounds even great. Because I'm so tired of I've been by myself for a year.
Yes.
I've been by myself for 2 years. And now I had this one-nighter that's all he was supposed to be, but he made me feel good in the flesh for that moment. And so now you're talking to him on the phone. Now you texting. You're spending time. Your mental, your stimulation, your everything is being spent time on this half a glass. Yeah. And he's still waiting on his Ruth.
It's
Hello?
Like, it's false hope. It's false hope. Because even though you're empty, when you're empty, you can take anything and fill it up and start thinking you're complete and full and that's it. When you just really getting filled with garbage and mad, emotional stress and turmoil, and when your Boaz is ready for you, you so damaged from that one nighter that you can't even receive him. You think he's not real. Oh no, you just front, and that's not how you really are. You just like all the rest. And he's like, what?
No.
What?
You know what my daddy used to tell me?
No, what your daddy say?
Never let my gas tank, go below a certain gauge in the gas tank. Always keep my tank at half full, if not more. Never let it go down to the low, because when you let it and you ride on E, ladies, when you ride on E, then all the gunk and everything that's your tank is trying to fill itself up because it's running on E. Yes. So all the gunk gets filtered into your air filter in your car, and so you own E. So it's just trying its best to just fill itself up. So it's bringing in a lot of stuff that normally wouldn't get fed into the gas, into the filter, because there's nothing there. So it's trying to pull in something. So if you're on E and you're pulling in all this garbage that shouldn't have even been in there, if you were filled up,
right?
If the gas tank was filled, the gunk wouldn't get in the car.
So what they need to be filled with, though? What they need to be filled with? This is the time that the Lord is having to come across me and say, if you're gonna have a full tank, spiritually be filled, because again, we use an analogy of a gas tank and a fuel line and a fuel filter and picking up the residue in the bottom of the tank, because that's what she's saying.
Thank you, because I ain't know what I was talking about the car, but I remember what my daddy told me.
I'm just going to help out the listeners, because they're going to be like, if anybody know about a car, they know you didn't know, but it's okay.
I'm just saying what my daddy told me.
You use a good analogy,
okay,
but let's change the gas to spirituality, because again, we need to be filled with the right things. And that petrol, that real fuel will get you by, and you won't go empty. You don't have to be settling for that gunk in the bottom of your tank. So I like your analogy. It's great. But I just hope somebody else heard it. I like your analogy. There's no buts, because a but means I refute something else in it. I like it. I like it because what you gave is a true statement to what I see going wrong today, and I want to see some things change, and I hope somebody chime in, because I want somebody to challenge what you say, because it's a lot going on, and I don't hear nobody saying nothing.
Okay,
I don't like that?
They coming.
I want to hear.
They coming.
They coming.
They just trying to hear.
I mean, because they're all
what
on the website,
Yeah.
but your Biggie bad and type it. Come on and call it. You can text 15 people.
This is the
15
word.
right here.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break real quick, and we'll be back. It's Talking Real with Jay and Shay on Love 860. 404-355-8699. We'll be right back.
Right here waiting on you.
Top of the line quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I Say Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand. So you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap, they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches. And anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite B. Or call us at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I sell Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good. Pew.
This is an alert. If your business or church is building this year, you're about to pay more than you should. This could mean thousands of dollars more for your office, retail space, church, or warehouse. Call General Steel now, because you won't find better quality in a pre-engineered steel building. And we're offering rebates up to $20,000 to help you build today. A pre-engineered steel building from General Steel can save you as much as half the cost and time of similar conventional construction. And the rebate of up to $20,000 is money that can go right to your bottom line. General Steel, your best option to build, and we will not be undersold. You could spend thousands more than you should on a new building, but you won't beat the quality of General Steel. So if you're thinking about building, call General Steel right now for free information that could save you thousands. Call
800-965-1289. 800-965-1289. Learn how to save even more with rebates up to $20,000. That's 800-965-1289.
It's the 30th annual Georgia Renaissance Festival.
Robin Hood, a Mary Queen, hordes of swords and juggling, men in tights who like to fight with sharp things in their hands. Yeah. Clothing, jewelry, pottery, it's like you've won the lottery. Stop on by. Why not hurry? For fun and food and drink.
It's the Georgia Renaissance Festival's Time Warp Weekend, where history meets fantasy and superheroes meet royalty. Come in costume or just come to watch the parades and costume contests on this cosplay weekend. Get discount tickets on our website or at Walgreens.
With an industry-leading distribution network, Grainger can save you tons of downtime by offering over 900,000 products, many ready to ship right when you need them. In fact, 99% of items ordered ship same day. So fast, the International Acronym Committee is considering changing ASAP to ASAG for as soon as Grainger. At least they would be considering it if there were such a committee. To help keep your business running efficiently, call clickgrainger.com or stop by a branch today. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your station a bit fuzzy? Away on vacation and you don't want to miss your morning show? Well, you can bring them with you everywhere you go. iHeartRadio, the best of live radio, plus custom stations you create featuring your favorite artists and music. Go to iHeartRadio.com now or download the free app on your mobile phone or tablet.
What? We back. Longer break than normal. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, we was dancing. We was jamming in
well,
here.
Hold on. Didn't I tell you about stop shaking your fail? That's why your tank halfway on E. You can't shake it like you used to.
On E, I can shake it like I want to.
You ain't got no rump shaker. You playing.
I do have a rump shaker. Shaking the shaker.
What, you got a salt shaker?
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Girl.
Yeah, I do the vibrator.
You got pepper. You got pepper. You're making me sneeze.
You need to get him. He called out your tank.
I know. Did you hear him?
Yes.
I do not have gunk in my tank. What? Just so you know, I am quite filled.
Oh, okay. Well, since you feel, let's talk about some of the people out there that you might have touched. And I feel like, there are probably some people that's been riding on E for a long time.
Well, I don't want to get you started on that.
It sounds like you're about to cut me off again.
I'm not going to cut you off, boo. Mm-hmm. But we got a caller. Who won? You said you wanted to call her.
I did.
Caller, you there?
God is good.
I'm here. How you doing, Shay and Jay?
Hey, we're doing excellent.
Good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Who's calling?
I'm calling to crash the party. This is Jeffrey. I'm calling to crash
Jeffrey.
the party.
All right, Jeffrey, come on,
Now,
crash
Jeffrey,
the party.
You can't crash. You got a lot of things to say. Go on ahead, brother. I already know you.
Now let me find out where we left off at, because I just had a chance to call in. What have we touched on so far?
Okay, well, I kind of let Jay have it a little bit about.
Hold on. No,
yes.
I cut you off. You let me have it.
Yes,
hold on.
because
No, you're talking to America.
No,
not Jay.
Not
with your empty tank. No.
See, first of all, my tank is not empty. No, I'm on full up in this camp. Just so you know.
Okay.
I got this.
Okay.
Better yet, the Lord has this. I'm on full with Him.
There you go.
The tank. The topic is how to be found by a good man. Because first of all, women, we cannot find a good man because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. But how we can be found by a good man is one thing. And once he finds you, how to keep him. I hear you.
Okay, this is real easy. Real easy. A good man,
popcorn,
like success, is something that you attract by becoming a more attractive person. So if you build the inside of you up to where your outside glows, you cannot help but attract a quality man. Now, you're going to attract some jesters, too, but you're going to attract a whole lot of kings. Here is the
not
problem.
jesters.
Yeah, you're going to attract the jester because the queen rules over everything now. She rules royalty, she rules the common man, but there's also that court jester that entertains her. The problem is a lot of women can't discern the difference between the king and the jester. And they fall for the jester because the jester makes her laugh and he does all this stuff to appeal to a superficial part of her.
Yes.
But that king, a man who will force her to elevate her game, she won't go for him because it's too much work. He's not fawning over her like the jester is, so she's not in control. She don't want to be controlled. She wants to be the person controlling the evolution of the relationship. And that's why you got women out there right now, Shay. That's where they looking for a good man. Ain't no good men out there, but they haven't become attractive on the inside to attract the right type of man.
That is so true.
Booyah!
That is so true. That's wisdom right there.
You can drop the phone. You might need to respond.
That's wisdom. Because when you think about it, when a king finds a queen, he's going to build her up.
Always.
And when you're being built up, that's not always comfortable. He's going to challenge you. He's going to, push you. He's going to, because he sees potential in you. And he'll call out your insecurities because, he wants you to get over them. But you're right. Most women don't want that. We don't want that pressure that because you feel judged, you feel on the spot, and that's not a place we like to be in, even in marriage.
But sometimes we got to be uncomfortable to get you where you need to be.
Now, you know how change is. Real change is very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable because it forces you to tackle some of your weakest points, some of your deepest fears, and you have to admit some things that you really don't care to face. I'm here to tell you, a lot of women out there right now don't want to face that one man that hurt them. They don't want to face that pain anymore. So they'll let a guy get close enough just to say, oh, I'm dating somebody. But they won't let that man get close enough to make her vulnerable to him. And until a woman faces that level of vulnerability, she ain't robbing nobody but herself. The jester going to hang around because the jester going to get some play from a woman who's above his pay grade. He's going to hang around.
Ooh, he did not say that.
Shut up.
Did you just wake up?
Shut up.
You really didn't say nothing the whole time. You just woke up.
Our people. They're responding.
Wow. That's good stuff.
I like that, Jeffrey. But again, you always kind of bring it. Shay is sitting over there.
I'm over here talking to our listeners
Shay,
on the...
She's trying to do two things. Chew gum. And
Now, can I give you some tips, ladies, on how to keep a good man once you get him?
we listen.
Ain't that part of what you do?
8 minutes. Okay.
I'm going to really need y'all to hear me on this one.
I'm taking notes.
No, she ain't. She playing with her phone.
The
She
main
ain't telling the truth.
that a woman can do to keep a man is to not get comfortable. Don't get comfortable and stop being the woman that he met day one that tickled his imagination because she was so alluring or so intoxicating or so attractive, and she stimulated that part of his mind where he just had to have her. Don't stop being that woman in the same way that you don't want us to stop courting you. The moment you stop being that sexy woman and start being our mother, we are going to get turned off.
Wow.
So that's the number one thing a woman can do to keep her man coming home. Never get comfortable and never stop being that sexy vixen. Now, you can't do it all the time. Don't get me twisted.
Thank you.
Life happens. Sometimes you got to be in a different role because there's going to be times where he can't court you because he's going to be tired from life experiences too. Every now and then, what that woman has to do is remember that she is the flower that attracts the man. The moment she stops showing those flower petals, and you can look at that any way you want to, that man is going to go to another flower. Whether he does it mentally or physically, doesn't matter. The moment he's gone, it's going to be much more difficult for you to bring him back to your flower.
Wow.
Woo.
I like to say, man, you hit that one. I like that one. You got another one real quick because I got to go real quick. But Jeffrey, you got another one?
Yeah, I got one more, man, real quick. I'll tell you what, ladies, remember that your man is a man. He should be strong and ready to lead the household. Every now and then, he just needs to feel you come behind him, put your hands on his shoulder, rub him down, and just give him a hug for no reason at all. He don't have to be down. He don't have to have a bad day. Just come up behind that man and give him one of them hugs like that. I promise you, that's going to light his fire. We like intimacy, too. We just don't like sex. We like intimacy, too. A lot of women have confused sex and intimacy because y'all think that's all we want, and it's not. We want intimacy. If you give it to us the right way, we'll give you intimacy the right way.
Now, Jeffrey, you own something, but see, that's part of the webinar. See, we're going to talk about that off air. You're just giving all the good stuff away. But it's okay, Jeff. Hold on. Me and Jeffrey, we tight?
No, see what you're trying to say.
We gotta go, Jeff. We gotta go, Jeffrey. I gotta bring one back on, but Jeffrey, you was on point.
He represents 25 and older.
Hurry up and let him know.
Okay, so 25 and older is 25andolder.com. You can visit their website, go to their Facebook. They have an event coming up going to Punta Cana, which Jay and I will be headed there to 21st to the 25th. We'll talk about that after the break. But are we rounding up to the next one? Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for calling.
You, I
can't wait.
Excellent job as always.
Okay.
We got Kurt on?
Kurt? Caller?
Yes, this is Mark from Artar.
Oh, hi. Hi, Kurt. Oh, this is Kurt?
How you doing?
We're doing excellent.
I don't know where Kurt is.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. So what's your name?
Mark from Artar.
Oh, okay. So Mark, you're one of his admin. He usually calls in about 8:05. So thank you so much for calling in. And the name of your group is Real Talk About Relationships, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Jay and Shay Show. Tell us all about you. What's going on?
Nothing. I was actually trying to find out what was the topic of the week. I was waiting on Kurt.
Okay.
What topic he wanted to talk about. But you said about 8:05.
Don't worry. Shay got you.
Yes. I posted in the group as well, Mark, for you guys, because I knew he was telling me that he was probably not going to be on until about 8:05. But it's awesome that you called in for us. The topic was how to be found by a good man, and once a woman is found, how to keep him. So we're asking the men of the groups who are calling in if they would tell us several things. One, what it takes to keep a good man, because we know you're one, right, Mark?
Absolutely.
And
in Baltimore.
And then what do you look at in a woman when you're trying to find a good woman when you're a good man?
Well, I think for me, the number one way to keep a good man is to keep us on our toes. Nobody likes complacency. No one, we may say we want complacency, but deep down, we want to be kept on our toes, and we want to constantly stay in the pursuing mode. If a woman can constantly have me in the right way pursuing her, even if we all end up together, I always want to learn more about her. I always want to learn more secrets about her and ways.
Hello?
Hello?
Uh-oh, you cut him off, didn't you? Hey, Kurt. Mark was giving us some good stuff. It's okay. He'll call back in.
So embarrassing.
No, it's okay.
Just cut him.
He was giving some good stuff.
It's for the imperfect.
This is why it's radio for the imperfect. This is a real deal.
It happens.
Kurt, you're from real talk about relationships as well.
So you gonna make up for what I did earlier, right?
Yes, but Mark was giving us, your admin Mark was giving us some good nuggets.
Yes, he was throwing them, boy.
Oh, okay.
He gonna be back.
He'll be back.
We're gonna
He'll
join
call
y'all
back
in.
We'll put y'all both in at the same time.
Okay.
But what's going on with you, Mr. Sconyers?
Oh, I'm just grinding, working on some personal projects right now. So I hadn't been quite as in depth in the group as I typically am, but I got some good stuff coming up for you. Though I will say this: save the date in Atlanta for July 25th. Save the date.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? Say the date you're getting married? What?
You got to tell us the exciting day now.
I know you told us last week that you were dating someone special.
You can't tell Shay nothing.
I'm all about.
She gonna snitch, tell it all.
Let me clear that up a little bit more.
Oh well, you said save the date. We all about save the date. That means.
I'm already feeling the repercussions of an April Fool's joke.
Oh, snap!
At any rate, no, I'll be doing a production in Atlanta on July 25th.
Okay.
A stage play production, and so I'll give you all the details once I get everything finalized.
Okay.
Well, definitely.
Awesome.
Save the date. So what's going on? And I'm just kind of checking in. So.
Oh, don't worry. Shay got you. I'll hook you up real quick. Tell you all about it. This is what she do. She love this.
Did you hear my topic? What I decided?
do not.
Okay. Well, guess what the topic is? It is how for a woman to be found. How is she to be found by a good man? What does she need to do to be found by a good man? Because we're not supposed to be finding a man. We are supposed to be found. And once we get that good man, how do we keep him? Because a lot of us the man can find us, but we don't know what to do to keep him. Real talk.
It's time to add
to me right now.
Yes, I'm asking you.
It's time to add his boy on too.
Just bring me up to speed on the topic.
Well,
just real briefly, I'll just say, and like I always say, we catch fish basically according to the bait that we use, and so if a fisherman is going out to find a certain type of fish, he uses a certain type of bait. So sometimes women make the mistake of using sex basically to attract a mate, and I even see women like on certain sites that I know that are geared more towards like a hookup type thing, but they're actually trying to find love, and it's like
that plenty of fish thing. I know.
Yeah, you might not want to mention that in front of Shay. Shay know all of it.
No.
Hey, I'm candid and transparent. Look, I'm gonna tell you now. I try to stay abreast of everything. That might not be the right word.
Abreast.
Oh, Lord. That's not the right word.
You're thinking about some breast already.
What's going on? But I'm trying to stay up.
Christian show. I'm just trying to keep a show. I'm just trying to keep a show.
Things that are trending and current things going on. But my whole point, though, seriously though, is it depends on the bait that you use. You attract men according to what you present. A woman shouldn't lower her standards to attract a particular guy. And I will say this, probably the higher your standards, probably the less guys you will get approaching you But it's almost like if you look at maybe like a Bentley or a Benz, a higher end quality car, the fewer people qualify to purchase that car. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you go down to the lower end cars, and I'm not going to call any brands because I don't want to offend anybody, but the whole point is just to make the point. You know, the more economical a car is, the more people that are able to afford it, and the more of them you see on the road. So anyway, my whole point is, the more quality of a woman that you are, don't be discouraged. The fewer guys that are going to qualify to meet your standards, but don't lower your standards. But it depends on what you put out. If it's a guy who really sees value in you and you're in a person, then he's willing to meet a standard. He's willing to not make it just about sex or not make it just about the hookup or not whining about having to take you out or spend money on you. In fact, that's a post that I posted earlier this week about the Bible says where a man's treasures are, his heart will be also. Does a man really love you if he refuses to spend money on you?
Wow. What do you think about that, Mark? Are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back with you.
Okay. I'm sorry that we dropped, but you were saying some really good things.
She dropped you like a bad habit.
They say you was putting it down, Mark.
Yeah, Mark was for a second.
Well, let me say, I definitely agree with what Curtis saying as far as it's really about what you put out there. If you put out there that you're about certain things, then you're going to get certain type of guys. And if you put out that you're about other things, you're going to get other type of guys. You know, as far as the bait that you put out there. You know, a lot of women, I think, they think that if they dress a particular way or they think that if they're, you know, fake on some level, that they'll get a man. And it's different than just getting a man versus a man that you actually want to be with. You know, some women just want to be able to say, I can get a man. Well, yeah, you show enough, you know, breasts and you show enough, you know, of your assets, I'm sure you can pull any man you want. But is it the man that you want to build a future with? And if it's a man that you want to stick around when those assets aren't as plentiful as time goes on?
Okay, let me ask both of you this. So what happens when a woman really is hoping and praying for a good man? However, she goes out and she's dressed conservatively, she's dressed nice, and no one ever approaches her. And again, like I said, she gets lonely and she decides, you know what? I'm going to change up some things. I'm going to start wearing a little more hair. I'm going to go buy me some nails. I'm going to dress a little more provocative because that's what she sees who gets approached. So follow me. She dresses a little different. She buys a little more hair that she sees is a little more attractive. She gets it's almost like the ugly duckling walking down the high school who normally had her hair pulled up with the glasses on and she looks like a nerd and no one ever says anything to her locker. But the minute she lets her hair down and she starts wearing a short skirt and she starts doing this, then the men are all on her. So same thing. Say a woman who's dressing normal and never gets asked on a date, but then all of a sudden she dresses a little more, lets a little more things out. And in her mind, she's a good woman wanting a good thing. However, she feels that she's got to, you know, dress herself a little more to be available. And then you talk to her, you guys hook up, you start to approach her because she now looks more attractive and more appeasing to you. And then you find out, wait a minute, this is not what I thought it was. This woman is actually smart. This woman is actually intelligent. How do you turn around and say, wait a minute, I thought that she was going to be this one way because she's dressed like the rest and she's looking right like the rest, but she's really not. She's really in the 10%.
Okay,
but she had to get herself noticed because she was not being approached.
Okay.
You follow me?
I will hope so, because Lord knows I was about to fall asleep.
Really?
I'm just playing. I just joke.
Jay, are you there?
I'm about to stab him on air.
Why you got to be violent? We life coaches. It's all about positivity.
That's the positive. I'm about to stab you on air.
This is a Christian station.
It's a Christian inspirational, not
Shay
Christian.
Shay.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Hello, you guys hear me? Am I on?
Yes. Can you turn your radios down? Okay. If you have your radio in the background, turn it down. It's giving a little back feed.
Okay. All right. So what I was going to say to answer your question, what I was going to say is, number one, a woman doesn't, whether she has high standards, whether she's saved or whatnot, that doesn't necessarily mean she has to look homely or have to look nerdy. I believe you can definitely be saved and sexy. Now, some people may disagree with me there, but my whole point is there's a difference in presenting yourself attractive and a little trendy as opposed to trashy. There's a difference in trendy and trashy. You don't have to look homely just because you have standards. And even if we talk about just having standards beyond just, being saved, just a woman with standards. So my whole point is, even if she does those things and dress a little more trendy, or even if she, may, start wearing some of the trendy clothes, not like trash. You got to know the difference between trashy and trendy. And there should be a line. But at the same time, even if she present herself in a more appealing, more attractive, more trendy, I'm going to say it, more sexy way, that doesn't make her less of a woman. That's like if you take a Benz or a Bentley that's on the lot that nobody's paying attention to, and then you move it up front and put 22s on it, now it may catch more attention, but that doesn't mean they're going to come down on the price. You see what I'm saying? They just presented it in a way that it would get more attention, but the value of it is still the same.
But if you're not getting sold off the lots because you are...
Because a lot of people doesn't qualify. You have to realize that. I mean, even me, in my search to find a woman, I had tons and tons of options. It definitely wasn't. People used to always say, why are you single? Why are you single? Why? Because it's not a lack of options. It's not a lack of desire to be in a relationship. But however, I had a particular standard. And I wasn't just talking about looks. I'm talking about traditional values, self-worth, confidence, relationship with God, all of that. So not just, I got to have a woman that look. I had tons of women that but anyway, I had lots.
It's all right, get yourself in trouble now.
Sound like you was a player to me. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to call you out or nothing, but you sure telling.
But there was a lot. I want people to know. I want to use my story, my faults and my failures and all of that to help somebody else. But my whole point is, trust me, there were women that I could have got with, maybe a few that I allegedly got with that looked like models, but I knew they wasn't the one. But my whole point is, I had a standard, and we talked about, was that like a week ago, 2 weeks ago? A lot of guys, maybe women too, they have a hit list and they have an it list. It's easy to qualify for the hit list, but not so much the it list. So in other words, you have to be careful about just hooking up with people, because that person might, be willing to go there with you, but they already know you're not the one. So it's best to get in touch with the person before you give all of yourself and put yourself out. In essence, and I'm done, don't use sex as bait for love. If you're one of those people who say, I just want sex, then just make it about sex. But don't think like, if I sex them good enough, or if I give them sex, then eventually it's going to turn into love. If you're looking for love, hold out for what you know is love, or at least a strong connection and bond.
Okay, but if you holding out for love and you think that, I think that's good advice, but when you turning around and you having crickets and cobwebs going on, then at some point...
You say cobwebs.
I'm just saying. But
you know what, though, Shay? I hear you. Basically what you're saying is that when you keep your standards high and guys stop approaching you or stop talking to you, or guys that you thought you had connected with walk away, well, count it all joy and accept it as, hey, that was this divine intervention, getting rid of somebody who is not on my level. But the thing is, a lot of people these days are so afraid of being alone and spending time with themselves.
They spend time with themselves and them batteries. But anyway,
did you just say?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. This is real talk. I bring it.
We can really tell you really talk.
I bring it.
She right though. Women are resorting to that. You
don't got an elbow.
Dude, if you go to the store any time of the day, it is loaded with women up in there. If guys really want to find somebody, they might want to visit the store. The store
in the battery section.
Of the battery section.
But I would have to disagree with the sense that the conservative woman, when you have a conservative woman in one chair and the woman that's
bam, bam,
giving
bam.
it out,
Right.
Showing it all out on the other chair. He's gonna
pick the
gonna
bam
go
there. Right.
She calling you out, bro.
Anybody listen to that?
We listening.
What do you mean by conservative? You don't, because in my mind, you don't necessarily have to be conservative to have high standards as a woman.
Oh, but I told you before, Kurt.
No, I'm not addressing high standards. I'm addressing getting the attention.
Or
No.
or antisocial. You can be the hottest chick in the place,
Right.
but still have standards.
But you don't understand. Like I told you, I don't know if you heard me address this story a couple of weeks ago. I was telling you guys about how, because Jay tells me I share too much on my friends, but
tell all they business.
I was telling you a story of how we were going out all the time and no one was talking to my friend because she was dressing very conservatively and my other friend was not. She was dressing, provocative. I told you that. And all the guys kept talking to her every week after week after week. They always went to the one that was more dressed a little more provocative, even though the other one was even a better catch.
But Shay, do you think they were going after her because they wanted meaningful relationships? So it's like that's not.
I don't know. You tell us. Why do y'all go after them?
If she's attracting guys, if you're looking for a relationship and your friend is attracting men who only want sex, he's using sex to attract guys who want to sex her. That's nothing to be envious of.
Did he just not say envious?
Differ with the batteries, but
No,
Mark, what do you think?
What that? They ain't got to do no batteries.
I'm just telling you, it's a lot of women in the store. It's a lot. If we talking real, I can probably call many of my girlfriends. Now, I'm not saying they're using batteries. I'm just saying I can call many of my girlfriends who are single and just waiting for their Boaz and have been waiting for a long time.
But I think at the end of the day, are you comfortable in your own skin?
Oh, they're comfortable.
But a man wants a woman who's comfortable in her own skin and doesn't need to step out of that comfort level just to get a man.
Exactly.
Is that Mark?
Whether you're dressed conservatively or not, whether you get talked to, there's going to be nights that you go out and nobody's going to talk to you. And it might be weeks and weeks and weeks where you see everybody else getting the attention. However, if you stick to your guns and say, I'm comfortable dressing like this, I'm comfortable acting like this, eventually you're going to
I
start
agree with
attracting
that, Mark.
men
I
that
agree.
are also comfortable with being with you, for you, not the fake you, or not the you that had to step so far out their comfort zone just to say, I got a number that night, or just to say I have a man laying in the bed next to me that night.
Okay, guys, we've got somebody on the blog right now who's saying, hey, hold on, what did she say? Oh, it's a guy, actually, my bad. Sorry, please don't be offended. He says, I had a coworker and I never noticed her before. Nice lady, probably been working with her for over a year. I never noticed her until she got engaged. Once she put the engagement ring on, that made her more attractive to me because now I've realized that someone else wanted her. So now they've broken off the engagement and now he wants to step to her. And he says, ask Jay, what should I do? Should I step to her or is she going to ask me why you didn't notice me in the first place before I got an engagement ring?
Wow.
Well, she's going to ask.
Jay?
She's going to ask.
Well, I got two other men on the call. And I like to chime
you ducking
in.
out? You ducking out?
No.
Uh-huh.
I got the rest of the show. Ain't nowhere for me to duck.
Oh.
But since I got gentlemen on the call, that, again, I like to get other people's opinion. It's just not about mine.
Oh.
So, Kurt?
You want to stop talking today?
Hey, what's up?
I know. I'm just kind of curious because his comment is what Shay just got done saying. I don't want to repeat all that. But basically, he wanted to me, he was attracted to a person that revealed that she was with somebody then, and all of a sudden she became attractive.
Well, I think sometimes, and it's a strange phenomenon because, to be honest, I'm experiencing it now. I'm not officially engaged, but since I've announced that I was in a relationship, I've gotten all kind of
inboxes and posts.
From
you really snitching.
Yeah, babe. I know all about it.
And it's like, my God.
Oh, you should see these pictures that be coming in this box over here for Jay.
If you don't stop telling my business. I even got you on air. You just tell it all. Go ahead, Lord. She won't stop talking.
Ratchet. They ratchet.
Go ahead and talk.
Okay. I think sometimes we take certain people psychologically and we put them in our whole category in our mind, whether they're at work, church, or just somebody we know. Like, eventually I'm going to get with that person. Then when somebody else gets them, like, oh my God, I thought nobody noticed them because for 6 months, for a year, whatever, I've known them and they wasn't in a relationship. And it's almost like, oh my God, so now somebody else see what I see. And then on the flip side of that, when a person gets in a relationship, a lot of times they become more confident, they become more happy, and happiness and self-confidence is attractive. And I would say even, especially I would think that from women to men, when women look and see a man that's dedicated, that's owning his lady, that's putting her out front, he ain't trying to sweep it under the rug, that he's in a relationship, and they see things where they're doing things together, he's proud about bragging on her, he's proud about, hey, me and my baby did this today. And it's like, I always say, this is like a joke, but it's true. It's almost like a man posting his woman on his Facebook or social media page is like the new engagement. It's almost like women are like, I don't care about no ring. Just put me on your Facebook page. Why you won't put me on your Facebook page? You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like when women see a man that's willing to put his woman on his Facebook page and out front, and he ain't trying to hide it. It's almost like that makes him more attractive because, like, wow, is he really mature now and settled down? And wow, I see how well he treats her. Maybe he would treat me like that. And I think that makes a man or a person, even a woman, more attractive. It's basically being with somebody makes you more attractive.
Well, because you want what you can't have.
Basically.
That's exactly what it sums up to.
But I think even in the fact that when a person's in a relationship, like I said, they become more happy, they become more self-confident, they become, more self-aware, and just that in itself.
They also become more of a challenge.
If you see a man or a woman walking through the office dressed, kind of average and, feeling dressed kind of average and their attitude is like, hey, how you doing? Then, you see them the next day or the next week walking through and they're dressed nice with it and they're confident, got a little swagger. That in itself makes them more confident. Well, in between that, a lot of times a relationship can give that person that extra pep in their step. So a lot of times I believe it ain't just so much that they're in a relationship, it's the results that a happy relationship produces.
That's a good point. What do you think, Mark?
Well, I think that, people need to realize that, men are more observant than we get credit for.
More
dumb. A man will notice whether a woman...
That is not what he said.
What he say?
Whether a woman, is wearing a bad pair of shoes. A man will notice those things about a woman. May not always say anything, but we notice those subtle changes that go on. And to Kurt's point, we notice when you're a little bit happier. We notice when your smile's a little bit bigger. We notice when you got a different walk to you because something good is happening in your personal life. And that causes us to be intrigued to find out, well, let me learn a little bit more about you, because now you've caught my eye in a different way, because I'm noticing these subtle changes that are happening to you. To the person who put in for the blog to ask the question, she's going to ask, well, why is it you never noticed me before? But his answer could very well be, hey, I was blinded by the fact that, you weren't doing certain things before. You didn't have that strut of confidence. You didn't present yourself in a way that says, hey, this woman got something going on with her that I want to be a part of. Because, like I said, men are observant. We people always talk about women being observant. We're very observant ourselves, even though we may not always say anything.
I agree.
Y'all nosy.
Well, hold on. I don't know about that nosy because you nosy, Rosie.
No,
but I'm going to say I'm going to chime in on this one real quick because one of the things I like that I heard is a lot of times, I don't know about the ring being a factor to make me more attractive, but the confidence level of the happiness. What might have made you notice her more then because she showed you and exposed you the happiness of her being engaged. That radiates, and that will probably get you to see her in a different light. So my whole thing is to see that radiate without her being engaged, because that's not going to make me want to drive to her, the engagement portion of it, because again, she's She's getting to a point where she's about to be married. And I don't believe in coming in between that. But what I really like is that happiness that what radiates out of her. That's what I want to see women get back to be happy about whatever's going on. You know, if it's a person in their life, they kid, just getting tight with God. Just let it flow. You know, because we holding on to too much.
And I totally agree with you, Jay. I totally agree with you. It's the happiness and the confidence. But what I was going to say, the caveat to that is, unfortunately, I'll say it seems, I don't want to categorize or generalize, but it seems like some women can't be happy unless they're in a relationship. It's almost like, enjoy the time that you are single. Enjoy the time that you are free. Enjoy the time when you have options. But some women have gotten into this thing where they're so discouraged about finding a man that they're not enjoying the season that they're in. Somewhere I read, be where you are when you are where you are. Sometimes you can be in a particular place but not even enjoying where you are because you're so busy thinking about where you could be, where you should be, where you would have been. You know, I mean, whether that's in the literal or in the figurative. You know, it's like, but be where you are when you are. You could be in one meeting saying, wow, I wish I would have been able to make that other meeting. And then you're no good in either meeting because your body is here, but your mind is there. And then, you know, you're no good. So be where you, if you're in a season of singleness, enjoy that and be happy. You know, it's like Mark and Jay said, you know, men are attracted to happiness. Men are attracted to confidence, you know, not that, hey, how you doing? You look, I'm the type of guy, I can be at a gas station and see a woman and say, wow, you look nice today, and keep going. I have no intentions of getting a number or talking to her. I'm just confident about encouraging people and about giving compliments. I don't necessarily have to give a loaded compliment. If you look nice, you can be the nicest looking woman in the place, but you can feel the lowest. So a lot of guys might say, yes, a lot of guys tell her that. But that may be just the compliment you needed. And that might be the only compliment, even though you're the nicest looking woman in the place, that might be the only compliment you got the whole day. So I'm okay with giving compliments without it being loaded, without there being a motive behind it. But the whole point is confidence and happiness is attractive. People have been telling, shouts out to my baby Sean. People have been telling her, even like,
he called her name. Okay.
Did you just do a shout out? You trying to do something?
OMG! I haven't heard you say no name.
I think you had her listening tonight,
right?
He said, "Baby, I love you so much." I said your name.
Shout you out on the radio.
I said your name. I gotta laugh at that one because if you didn't mean it like that, that's what you did. That's what you did.
That's all right. But what's so funny is people, even like I know I'm gonna get smacked for this, but like ex-lovers and wannabes, they say, "Oh, you just look so happy now, and I see you on your Facebook page. You look like you have a glow, and I didn't realize that I had feelings for you until now. Now I see you, and you just look so happy."
Oh Lord!
Like, really? I always joke with her. I say, "Hey, I'm producing you." Because before you look like the nice down-home family girl. Now we out there, we're doing things. You look happy, you look trendy. It's like, wow, I didn't know she could look so happy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Now all the old schoolers are coming back.
Well, look, guys, it's been an awesome time. I want to be cognizant of your time. I've held you longer than you've committed to. But I really appreciate you, Mark, for calling in. And Kurt, as usual, you do a great job every week. This was a good conversation. Women, if you didn't hear what these men, you had 3 men who said how to be found and how to keep them. If you didn't hear these, I don't know what else to tell you.
Go to YouTube and listen to the show again.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to do a replay. Hit it on SoundCloud.
Stumble upon whatever you want to find it on.
Tumblr. But, guys, we really appreciate you, Mark. Please join us back again next week. You had, just great time. I'm so sorry. It's time to go. But
absolutely. Thank you, though.
Hey, continue listening to us and follow us on all the social media. We have some great things coming up in the burner. So we really appreciate you guys. From real talk about relationships Go meet them on the Facebook and join their group. We really appreciate you guys. See you next week. It's Talking Real with Jay and Shay on Love 860. Be back in a minute. 404-355-8699.
Quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I say Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand. So you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap, they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches. And anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite B. Or call us at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I sell Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good. Pew.
There's a lot going on in the world, and your world is always changing. That's why it's important to stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Over 1,500 live radio stations from across the country, and over 15 million songs to create your own custom stations. Text IHR to 45495 to download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com. Standard text and data rates apply.
Does your well water leave brown rust stains on clothes and fixtures? Does it smell bad? Get rid of it all with the HydroCare Iron 300X. HydroCare's multi-stage process gets rid of iron, sulfide, and odors. HydroCare is an easily installed compact system without tanks, backwashing, or servicing, and only costs $799. You'll be amazed how fresh and clean well water can be. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, visit goodclearwater.com. goodclearwater.com.
Only the Home Depot has Kiddo worry-free smoke alarms from just $24.97. A sealed lithium battery keeps these alarms working for 10 years so you never change batteries. With 4 models for specific rooms in your home, like a lighted hallway alarm or voice alert bedroom alarm, upgrade your smoke alarms and set your worries aside for 10 years. Kiddo worry-free smoke alarms starting at just $24.97. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. U.S. only. See store for details.
Whether it's a serious fall, fire danger, or other type of home emergency, Life Alert is there for you. The company, with its slogan, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up," protects its members. Here are some of them.
When you have a heart attack like I did, and there's no one there, Life Alert was there for me.
Having a secure feeling through Life Alert is ideal.
My independence is possible because of it.
Now, Life Alert can also protect you in a fire emergency with a system that automatically notifies our monitoring center.
Thanks to Life Alert, you can live alone without ever being alone.
With Life Alert protection, elderly people can avoid or delay going into a nursing facility. For a free brochure about Life Alert service, call now 1-877-522-2215. That's 1-877-522-2215. Call Life Alert now for your free brochure at 1-877-522-2215.
I know. You're thinking, there is nothing better than relaxing the days away on a soothing vacation. Unless you're saving a ton of money while you do it. Stop what you're doing right now and join Hotels Etc., America's premier discount travel service. When you join Hotels Etc., you'll be able to take the same amazing vacations and stay at the same amazing hotels with discounts up to 70%. You sure you got that? Discounts up to 70%. Plus, Hotels Etc. get you deals on everything, like cruises, car rentals, even movies, restaurants, entertainment, theme parks, and much, much more. Now you're thinking, this is going to cost me thousands. Well, think again. The low, low price will blow you away. Plus, if you join right now, you can try Hotels Etc. absolutely free for 72 hours. Wake up, people. Try it free for 3 days. No cost, no obligation. So now you have your vacation. And your money, too. Never pay full price again. Join Hotels Etc. right now and slash your travel and entertainment costs up to 70%. Call toll-free 877-967-7283. 877-967-7283. 888-848-7283 or sign up online, hotelsetc.com. That's HOTELSETC.com.
We're mid-sized businesses, the engines of a smarter planet.
Our business depends on the movement of information.
Sure, we could use a free file transfer solution like FTP.
But if our file transfers, payments, or orders are interrupted, then our business is interrupted.
Which makes that free solution quite costly.
Instead, we rely on Sterling Connect Direct from IBM.
24/7, unattended, uninterrupted, continuous data transfer.
Learn more at ibm.com/engines/connect.
Mom, I had the best dream.
Well, good.
Okay, so I was a knight. I had a sword, and our house was a castle. There was this angry dragon. It was kind of scary.
Oh, yeah?
But I protected the castle.
Oh, that's my brave little man. I'm glad our castle is safe.
Your home is your castle, and sometimes you need help defending it. The National Association of Realtors supports maintaining homeowner tax incentives because they make home ownership more affordable for more families. Learn more at houselogic.com.
Wow, what's happening, baby? I sell Brazilian hair's the place to be if you're looking for top-of-the-line quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I sell Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand, so you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches, and anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite B, or call us at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I sell Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good. Pew.
We back. And again,
Yes.
you was mentioning earlier about Punta Cana.
No, listen.
Really?
You hear this song?
What,
You know why I played this song?
No, I have no idea.
Listen to the words.
So I came to the radio station to
I
listen
want you
to
to
the
listen
radio.
to the words.
Oh, you want me to listen?
Yes.
No, Linda.
No.
Linda. I'm not listening.
You know
Linda.
why you need to listen to this?
Why I need to listen?
Because it's exactly what the women are saying to you men. Is y'all don't pay attention to us until I bet you somebody else start loving us. Somebody else start looking at us. We available, we looking, we ready to go. But the moment that you see somebody else looking at us, then you want to holler.
You know that can go two ways, right?
Nope.
Oh, it
I'm
don't?
going to stick right over here with my biasness.
You can stick with your bias. I'm just saying. You can stay biased all you want, but that can work two different ways. Because the bottom line, you need to understand now, the way you talking is like you all that, but it's a lot of people out there that feel your way, but they're not filled. Okay, they're empty, and that's why I'm glad you brung it like that, because I cheated a lot of people when I was dating because I never knew what was in me. Okay, and they could never make me happy. I mean, I couldn't even make myself, and I didn't know what was all missing. Okay, and it takes time because I was married for a long time, and then when I got out of my marriage and I started dating and I was out there and I was doing my thing, I didn't take time to be alone. I didn't take time to heal, and it came when reflection of my brothers telling me, "Are you happy? You don't seem happy," because he didn't see the glow in me. Okay, but again, when I'm able to sit down and I'm able to understand and reflect and let go of the pain, things seem different. Not just what I did, just how I seen things. And you got to let that release go. And once the release, I didn't even understand what all changed at that moment, because I'll be lying. I just know I felt better. I won't tell you I was happy. I felt better. And I started doing things. And when I was doing things, I noticed I started feeling better, and I started dressing better, and I had a different look on what I wanted for me. And I noticed it wasn't the same thing that I was wanting before.
Wow.
So it takes some time, that inner growth,
right,
to realize. But the ones that I was with during that time was trying to please me, and they was trying to make me happy. But the saddest thing is they could have never done it.
Wow. I'm glad you're being like so transparent, because it's rare to get a man to open up and admit, hey, I was lonely, I was not happy. Because men, y'all don't show it. You don't show it, you don't speak on it, and it's easy to assume that men don't have the same struggles that we do as women, but y'all do. And I think you get a lonely man and they hook up with a lonely woman, and it's just toxic, and no one is ever fulfilled, no one is ever truly happy, and you just end up existing and never really truly living. And then that becomes your norm, just this state of just, oh, it's just life, but no, we all owe it to ourselves to find out what that is that brings us true joy. Like, for real, like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I'm so happy. No, are you really do you have happiness? Does it exude from you when you walk in a room? Do people like feel it from you? Like, because it shows. You can't fake it.
No.
You cannot fake joy. You can smile all day, but
not at all. Not even close to it.
Even when you happy and you have your low moment, you go back to that. Once you feel it and you understand it, you don't want none of that you had before. And that's why I really feel like I had to grow, because I had to go through that to realize where I needed to be. And that's why when you're taking that walk with him, that walk of faith, it changes everything. And that's why when I say happiness, being honest with you, it's just joy. Mm-hmm. It's joyful. And I meet good people along this journey. Since I started this, I've met nothing but good spiritual people. And they felt me. They didn't have to ask my story.
Right.
And that's what I noticed back when I was, out there doing the thing. Right?
Yeah.
This ain't for you.
This ain't for you.
This ain't for you.
Stuff done changed since them days. All I'm going to say is stuff
all I know
changed.
is sometimes you talk too much.
All I'm saying
listen, Linda, listen.
Linda is listening,
no, you're not.
but she knows what I'm not having to deal with all of that.
I don't know what you deal with.
But nonetheless,
I don't know what you deal with.
I'm sorry, I don't want to mess with you, but I do want to have you say something about Punta Cana, because I know you missed that. No,
I ain't got to talk about it.
Yeah, we got Punta Cana, we got Jamaica. I mean,
there's a whole lot I wanted to talk about.
But
I just keep getting interrupted.
But you know what's going to happen in 20 minutes. We're going to be gone, and you're going to be.
All I know is
we are impacting
I keep getting interrupted like this.
A lot.
There's going to be some problems up here.
Yeah, you probably need to bring a life coach on some of those trips to kind of
to mediate,
help you out.
Help us out.
I need a straight bodyguard.
Punta Cana and Jamaica.
Need a straight bodyguard. Straight up.
I don't know if your husband's gonna be happy with the Jamaica trip.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Okay.
See, that's that love and trust. See how she smiled.
Good.
You see that smile? That smile right there says she ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nothing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Not this
I'm with Shay.
Right?
Yeah. He knows something. She gonna talk somebody to sleep. So if somebody did holler at you, he be asleep.
No,
time.
I don't talk anybody to sleep.
Shut that down.
Shut it down.
She'll shut it down quick.
Yes, because I'm a quick blocker. But nonetheless.
You know that's not good to be known for.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Blocker clocker. Can you talk about that real quick so our listeners know where to go and meet us and whatnot?
They need to go to the website because Shay won't stop talking. It'll be the easiest thing. You can just click on it and you can see our event page and you can see everything. But again, it is Punta Cana. I believe the date starting off on that one is the 21st
of
through the
May
25th.
Memorial Day
definitely come out. I think they got a pool party, they got a white party, and a black affair. So that one right there is going to be off the chain. Hedonism, that's in Jamaica. Now that's going to be a real big one. So if y'all, and I think that's June the 11th. So you got a lot of different dates to do a lot of different things with us. So whichever one y'all choose. And again, go to the website. Well, I wasn't going further. I mean, you don't give too much at them. They're going to be like, yo, y'all doing all that? Y'all, you don't need us. Listen, we need everybody to join us and have fun with us. Because, again, we're trying to build relationships. Not just a relationship with man and woman, but relationships to make this thrive and change the world. I feel like Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain. So is Pinky and the Brain going to be out at...
You don't know nothing about that. You don't know
I
about
do know about Pinky and the Brain.
No,
Is Pinky and the Brain going to be out at Copacabana tonight? You going? What you doing? What we doing tonight? You going to Copacabana and play cards, or you going to try...
Shay, if you keep talking, I ain't doing nothing with you.
Dang.
Nothing.
Okay.
You know, because right now, you're irritating.
Oh, no.
This is totally irritating. Why?
Okay, fine then.
Thank you. That means Shay going to be quiet. Shay going to be quiet.
Now, but I bet you start loving me soon as...
Whoa, did you just say what? What did you just say?
She went there on you. She went straight
some
to Sierra.
people are going to reject you simply because you shine too bright for them, and that's okay. Keep shining.
Whose words were those?
Somebody on the blog who decided to put that for us.
Thank you.
Well, I would like to say they definitely are talking about you.
No, not at all.
I believe my life coach sitting across from me
No.
is a true shining star of positivity. Shay is a...
Really? What?
I couldn't even say it.
Because the Lord stopped that foolishness. He broke that thing
shut it down.
See how he shut the word? Shuts it down.
Said, I'm working on you.
No, he
working on you. Working on you.
He said he shut it on down.
Yeah, because he said what I was about to say wasn't Christian like at all.
He shut it on down.
And save you.
And you did.
Not.
And I'm gonna be honest. It probably wasn't nice, but you know something. Okay. That's what happens from time to time.
Listen, babe,
that's what's called imperfect.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I want to give you a couple minutes because
the way you keep cutting me off, I really can't tell. I'm good.
I'm only doing what you normally been doing for the last couple weeks.
What, cutting you off?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, it's Mother's Day weekend. It's my weekend.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah. So none
you
of
ain't my mama.
Thank God. Praise the Lord.
What is going on here?
But
I had to throw that one in there because she just bragging.
I can't be your mama when I'm 6 months apart of you. But anyway, come on now. Chop.
I mean,
want to ask
still a Kruger.
Oh,
there's a whole lot of young men being like, hey, that's my mom.
Folks, this is the real show.
No.
I'm just
saying. Now listen up.
Mayweather.
Listen here.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen here.
You listen to what?
Here.
What am I listening to?
We asked you a question that we want you to talk about. What did you see in women who were empty themselves and were trying to be found, and your dealings with those women and realizing? And I know you only got about 10 minutes left, so
I'm going to sum it up because I gave the story about myself because truthfully I can't tell you about what a woman goes through. So I told you what I went through.
But what did that woman look like?
The woman looked nothing different than me. Hopefully she looked cuter. I ain't going to say I don't look good as a woman, but I will say she looked just like me, and I can see that. And one thing about when you go through life and you went through them pains and them hurts, you can see it in somebody else. So when I see people out there today, I can see people in a place that I used to be. I'm just proud I'm not there no more. And I want to help them, as we was talking about before. I want to reach out because I feel like I can grab them and gravitate them to a better place, but I don't want to deceive them because they want some more of the fleshly desire, and that's not my purpose and what I want. I just see you hurting, holding on to the pain that I held on to.
Right.
And especially when I hear from them and they start talking, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was me. And that's the growth in you. And you get to see it in others. But the love in me wants to help so much that I realize it's only so much I can do. And that's why I got off the couch and I came in here and started getting on the air, because it's more people out there than I can see. Because God put value in everyone. I want to reach the ones that feel like right now there is no value in you and tell you that's not true. That is more of the devil talking. Get that out your head. Get that out your life. You are. If somebody putting you down, do not listen to that. Okay? Act like the snake that can climb a tree. And everybody was amazed. How can a snake climb a tree? Because they never heard it couldn't. So quit listening to people telling you what you can't do and start doing. Pick up the Bible. It's a guide. Okay? It's the number one guide to your life. And use it the best way you can understand. Because I always said, we're not going to be perfect. You're not always going to get it right. But never stop trying. Wow. That's why I'm here.
That's good. That's good stuff there. And I do want to say 2 shout-outs. I do want to shout out C. Davis. I know we've been giving him a hard time for being
my missing comedian, bodyguard.
But I also want to give a special shout-out to Robin Ann, who was trying her best to get here to be on our show today as our special guest comedian.
Our missing comedian.
But she is stuck out there in all of that traffic because of all the plane issues and whatnot. I knew to try to kind of go around the back way, but it has been no joke in the ATL today. So for all those people who are still sitting out there in the traffic and they're listening to us, hopefully we were entertaining, informative, and reflective and inspirational all at once. I do want to give a special thank you to Kismet. Tell us all about what you have coming up. I know you got some couple things coming up. Because our producer's probably going to be telling us, okay, you got 5 minutes, get your little tail off of here.
What you talking about? Yes. Our producer got our back. Look at her.
She ain't going to kick us off today. She like us today. Okay.
One thing I do have coming up the last weekend in May, I have my Kizzy Mat Mountain Retreat.
Yes.
And I call it the Recharge Retreat because it's really for women who are low, who are empty, who wear so many hats, mom, wife, just all of the above. And sometimes you just need a weekend to get away and to just recharge. And that's what that weekend will be for women who just need to be filled back up. You'll come, you'll bond with other women. We have different sessions going on that are just that are really geared towards building you back up and helping you tap back into the dreams and the just the lost you, so many of us have gotten away from who we truly are, and that's what that weekend will help you do. There are only 2 spots left.
Wow.
So I know
you need a bodyguard. I mean, I know y'all women. I know y'all women get y'all need. I said a bodyguard.
No, bodyguard.
I got to make sure
I think we'll be okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I think we'll be okay, but you could go to my website, www.kizzymat, KIZZYMAT.com, or find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at KizzyMat. And I also do one-on-one and group coaching sessions. So just really, if you need someone to kind of partner with you in your life to help you just go from simply existing to truly living, then I'm your person.
I like that.
She's really great at that. And being Mother's Day weekend, there's a lot going on. And when I think about what you said about the recharge, a lot of times we as women, we're doing so much. We're being in corporate America. We're drained. Our mental capacity. You're at a job all day. And then you turn around and you have to go home. And it's from the moment you walk in the door, it's mommy, 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 mommy. If you have children, you got to get homework. You somewhere lose yourself, because from the time you wake up in the morning, you're worried about everybody else, getting your husband out safely, getting your children out safely, being in that present moment. And so you're just going. And it's all about a routine every day. Iron, cook, clean, change diapers, do this, come in. And at some point you lose yourself. You lose, not on purpose, but you lose yourself and who you are by trying to make sure you're a good wife and trying to make sure you're a good sister and trying to make sure you're a good friend. You're trying to be so many things and be a good mom and be a good daughter to your own parents. A lot of us are getting older and we've got to worry about our parents. And so now you've not only got your husband, your kids, but now you got to worry about, is my mom okay? Did my mom get sick? Did my dad, is he okay? I got to run back and forth and see about them as they get older. So you are constantly giving. And at some point, you've got to recharge. You've got to take that time. And see, men don't realize they do it all the time.
Yeah.
They leave they at the house. They'll call you in a minute and say, I'm hanging with the boys. They get their time.
Yes.
They don't realize it, but they get their time in a heartbeat.
Yes,
they'll shut down. They'll be in somebody to my left likes being in the garage tinkering and whatnot.
I don't
and
know.
then he'll stop talking.
But you trying to snitch on something. You don't know what I be
saying. Anyway.
I got this.
But they get away and they might just go to a restaurant and sit down. Or they may just head to the different kind of clubs that
Right.
the men
Hold on,
tend
what you
to,
trying? Don't you start
tend
snitching
to,
and saying the wrong thing
and
now.
they just may take a space. I know when I was married, my husband would stop by the park every day and just hang out with the fellas and
Niggas
have
didn't
a
want to
beer.
hear you talk.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, I told you, I dropped him off at Jazzy T's in a minute and was happy when he came home
Boy,
because
he
I
was
knew
just
what
happy
it
to
was.
get away from y'all that talking.
But what I'm saying is he'd take a time to just stop by the park. And we as women don't get that.
No.
We have to go straight from the house, sit in the traffic for 2 hours, and then turn right back around and be another person from 5, 6 o'clock all the way to 10. And then still clean up and so we get in the bed, we tired, and you want some? Really?
Yes.
No, boo. Do you understand? I've been going since 6 o'clock this morning, 16 hours, and you want me to do what? But please make sure you're doing that, ladies. That's how you keep home. But anyway, nonetheless, what I'm saying is to get recharged and to be able to spend that weekend alone and not have to think about what's going on as a parent, what's going on as a wife, what's going on as an employee, corporate America. It's so important to get and separate yourself. Go to the gym, ladies. Find yourself a good gym, sit in the spa, get a massage, sit in the sauna. Just take the time, because without that mental break, your brain will just lose your mind. You've got to take the time. You'll snap and don't want nothing. You tripping on your husband, and it's just because you need a break. So happy Mother's Day out to all the women out there, both current, future, and past mothers. I'm excited for all of you. You know, we celebrate moms, and hopefully next month we'll celebrate fathers the same way. But for those of you who...
Did you just say hopefully?
Yeah, because we know we won't do that. But nonetheless, I'm going to encourage women to celebrate the fathers.
Right,
but let's be real. We talking real now.
Yeah, we talking real, all right.
Our mothers are celebrated whether they're here on earth or whether they are, we may not have a good relationship with them, but they're still celebrated. They're still respected. So happy Mother's Day to you, Kismet.
Thank you.
You're a great mom, and congratulations. Your son is graduating from college tomorrow.
Yes.
What's the name?
Morehead State in Kentucky.
So congratulations, Stephen.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
a great mom. So, Jay, you know, it's been a great show, and I know you've got a lot to round up and say.
You know something?
I was on one today, but
yeah, I know.
Yes, it was.
You was very, very talkative.
Yeah,
but that's you. But I will sum it up and say several good words. How to find and keep. I think y'all nailed that. There's not a lot more to talk about that, but I like to say just reflect on where you at. And understand when I use myself is about the best analogy I can ever use, because again, I made mistakes. So if you going through something and you feel like it's not right, it's for the number one reason I felt the same way, because I wasn't right. So self-reflect. And even if you feel like you got it right, please know what he has for you could be different than what you see. And when he enlightened me on what's in me, I seen differently. And it changes everything. And that's why I felt like I cheated a lot of people that I dated, because I didn't see what I seen in me until then. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, the young women. Please realize it's all within you to find him. Not just a good man, but our Father which up in heaven. I love y'all. Without the fleshly desire, not like Shay Shay over here.
Hey!
To the world. I love you.
Really?
You got issues.
I do not
I'm just
have
saying.
issues.
You need therapy.
I don't
You gonna
have-
lay on her couch as soon as we up to this show.
that's my girl. So.
Yeah, we'll lay on her
but
couch.
that's not-
I'm just saying, you need counseling.
That's not true.
Welcome back, y'all,
But-
to the next show. To this
Yes.
one got issues.
Talking Real with Jay and Shay on Love 860. See you
Yeah.
guys next week. 404-355-8699. Remember, you get it.
Well, that's a wrap. And Jay lost again. Get more Talking Real on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow the Jay and Shay Show to get the 411. And be sure to join us every week at the same time for the real deal on the things that matter to you. Right here on Love 860 WAEC, Atlanta's inspirational talk radio.